that is when you will easily make your first $1,000 with your own AI coded app. So yesterday I went on a call with a guy who had an agency, and he was talking about like what it is that he sells, what he does. He wants to be this like one call shop where his clients can call for everything marketing related. So he's selling everything from like print on t-shirts to SEO and ads and websites and stuff like that. And we talked a bit, and I told him like, you should not be selling this. Like, you're selling something that the client doesn't want. But and he was curious, and I know he has some sort of marketing experience, so he thought that I was like on the right path here when I said like, what you need to be selling is the experience of what you have. So, and this guy had a background in lawn caring business. He owned a lawn caring business for 25 years. So I said like, what was your biggest headache in that business? So he told me that the biggest headache, except for getting good people in, was the processes. Like, he always had a headache about where people should be, like if they miss an appointment, if like this and that and that. And I just asked, did you solve this problem for your own business? Yeah. I mean, I was one of the few that actually worked on the processes and stuff like that. And I was kind of baffled that he told me this and didn't realize then like this is what he should be selling. Like, he should also be selling the marketing thing, but all of these businesses, he told me, had the same headache, and he was the one solving it. So this means like they still have that headache, and if he can package this where he was selling not only marketing but and leads and stuff like that, but the entire process from lead to bill, like automate the entire process, set up routines and SOPs for the employees, make sure that all the like company-wide people wear the same clothing in his clients' businesses, and all those kind of stuff that will sort of have a ripple effect in reputation, and employees will come to them because they have the best reputation and stuff like that. So we talked about packaging this as a service, selling that for not like $500 or $1,000, but maybe $5,000 per month, where he would be the one putting a process in his clients' businesses that actually would help them get better margins, get more revenue, and everything in between. And he was like, after the call we had, he was so certain that he had been doing things the wrong way, and that this was the right way. And now we're structuring some packaging and some offering, and testing this out to see, because there are always tweaks that we need to do. But coming to this, I also realized like this translates so well into building an app. I see so many people building something that isn't selling because they are selling what the app does, not like they are selling the features. So for example, let's say you have this app that it's a training app, you get exercises, and if you're marketing this in a way where you are promoting, it has 50 exercises that you can do at home, it only takes 15 minutes, and you do this and that in the app, you can log and stuff like that. And I mean, this is what all the apps are doing right now, so it's nothing new. But if you package that in a way where you're telling a 40-year-old man that you don't have to waste a lot of time, we will see it so that you can either lose weight if that's your goal, gain muscle if that's your goal, and stuff like that. So you need to speak about the outcome of that. And usually the problem is not that they want to gain muscle. I mean, they want, but that's not the problem. They know, I mean, every 40-year-old I know, at least, they do know how to work out, how to exercise, that they need it, but it still doesn't happen. So if you target these people saying we are helping 40-year-old people, 40-year-old dads to, in a very, very efficient way, lose weight by helping you get a routine, because that is that is scientifically proven a way to get routines in. So if you can help them realize that this will actually help me, I know what to do, I know how to do it, I know I can do it at home, but the problem is finding the time, sitting in the sofa instead of doing this. So if you can find an app that sparks that and incentivizes them to actually get up from the sofa, because there are something else in the mental workout that you're helping them to do. That is the real outcome. It's an app that has exercises and you can log your training, but it also has this sort of maybe gamification system where I'm not sure, this is something beyond what we're talking about here today, but find those kind of things that are the real problems, because the real problems is not that they do not know how to do things. Someone said the other day in a reel I saw, every overweight person knows how to lose weight, but they aren't doing so because of other problems. And that's the same with me. I mean, I get into some workouts, routines, get out running for a few weeks, and then something happens. I get a cold, and when I get out of the cold, I'm not getting back to it again. And solving that problem is what will make your app skyrocket. Or, I mean, we can take any other example of this, but it always boils down to what pressing problem are you solving for the client? That is what you need to market your app as. The problem solver, not the feature stuffed thing. And that is why it's so important to start by creating a core loop MVP and get it out there to test what people why aren't people using it in the sense that I thought, in the way that I thought, and everything in between that. And when you can do this, when you can find what problem you're solving that people actually have and need solving, that is when you will easily make your first $1,000 with your own AI coded app. So I hope this gave you something, and if you feel like you need more information, just follow along this ride on YouTube and get into the school group in the community. I have the link here below, and I will see you on the other side. Bye.